The United Kingdom possesses, or has possessed, a variety of weapons of mass destruction, including nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons. The United Kingdom is one of the 5 official nuclear weapon states under the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons and has an independent nuclear deterrent. The UK has been estimated to have a stockpile of 120 active nuclear warheads and 215 nuclear warheads in total. Since 2010, the size of this stockpile has been capped at a maximum of 180 warheads. However, this cap is set to rise to 260 from 2021. The first time it has risen since the Cold War. The UK renounced the use of chemical and biological weapons in 1956 and subsequently destroyed its general stocks. During the Second World War, British scientists studied the use of biological weapons, including a test using anthrax on the Scottish island of Gruinard, which left it contaminated and fenced off for nearly 50 years until an intensive 4-year program to eradicate the spores was completed in 1990. They also manufactured 5 million linseed oil cattle cakes with a hole bored into them for addition of anthrax spores between 1942 and mid-1943. These were to be dropped on Germany using specially designed containers each holding 400 cakes. In a project known as Operation Vegetarian, it was intended that the disease would destroy the German beef and dairy herds and possibly spread to the human population. Preparations were not complete until early 1944. Operation Vegetarian was only to be used in the event of a German anthrax attack on the United Kingdom. Offensive weapons development continued after the war into the 1950s with tests of plague, brucellosis, tularemia and later equine encephalomyelitis and vaccinia viruses. In particular, 5 sets of trials took place at sea using aerosol clouds and animals. The program was cancelled in 1956 when the British government renounced the use of biological and chemical weapons. In 1974, biological weapons were banned, and the United Kingdom ratified the Biological and Toxin Weapons Convention in March 1975. The UK was a signatory of the Hague Conventions, which outlawed the use of poison gas in warfare. However, during the First World War, in retaliation to the use of chlorine by Germany against British troops from April 1915 onwards, British forces deployed chlorine themselves for the first time during the Battle of Loos on 25 September 1915. By the end of the war, poison gas use had become widespread on both sides, and by 1918 a quarter of artillery shells were filled with gas, and Britain had produced around 25,400 tons of toxic chemicals. Britain used a range of poison gases, originally chlorine and later phosgene, diphosgene and mustard gas. They also used relatively small amounts of the irritant gases chloromethyl chloroformate, chloropicrin, bromacetone and ethyl iodoacetate. Gases were frequently mixed. For example, White Star was the name given to a mixture of equal volumes of chlorine and phosgene, the chlorine helping to spread the denser but more toxic phosgene. Despite the technical developments, chemical weapons suffered from diminishing effectiveness as the war progressed because of the protective equipment and training which the use engendered on both sides. See use of poison gas in World War I. After the war, The Royal Air Force dropped mustard gas on Bolshevik troops in 1919. And Winston Churchill, Secretary of State for War and Air, suggested that the RAF use it in Iraq in 1920 during a major revolt there. Historians are divided as to whether or not gas was in fact used. The UK ratified the Geneva Protocol on 9 April 1930. The UK signed the Chemical Weapons Convention on 13 January 1993 and ratified it on 13 May 1996. Despite the signing of the Geneva Protocol, the UK carried out extensive testing of chemical weapons from the early 1930s onwards. In the Rawalpindi experiments, hundreds of Indian soldiers were exposed to mustard gas in an attempt to determine the appropriate dosage to use on battlefields. Many of the subjects suffered severe burns from their exposure to the gas. Many ex-servicemen have complained about suffering long-term illnesses after taking part in tests on nerve agents. It was alleged that before volunteering they were not provided with adequate information about the experiments and the risk. In breach of the Nuremberg Code of 1947, alleged abuses at Porton Down became the subject of a lengthy police investigation called Operation Antler, which covered the use of volunteers in testing a variety of chemical weapons and countermeasures. From 1939 until 1989, an inquest was opened on 5 May 2004 into the death on 6 May 1953 of a serviceman, Ronald Madison, during an experiment using sarin. His death had earlier been found by a private Maud inquest to have been as a result of misadventure, but this was quashed by the High Court in 2002. The 2004 hearing closed on 15 November, after a jury found that the cause of Madison